We should practice the ending.
Welcome to Strang Theory.
That's jazz. I don't care who
That's
you
jazz.
ask.
I don't care who it is either. We obviously have some very special people here with us right now. And if you have not been living under a rock and watching YouTube on a regular basis, you're going to recognize these two gentlemen right here. We have Jeremy and Jason Chapman from the Acoustic Shop, or as I call it, the Acoustic Shoppy.
Shoppy, yeah.
Shoppy.
That's how you spell
The
it.
Acoustic
The fancy
Shoppy.
one.
That's on us. I mean, that's if you're sounding it out, that's what it says.
That's right. The Acoustic Shoppy in Springfield, Missouri. Two of the best musicians. Now, John couldn't make it. We fired him.
Yeah.
He's actually down the driveway. We taped him up with duct tape. So he's not here. But these two guys
He didn't make
are
it
here.
past the border.
He didn't. No.
He's got a record.
Yeah. He was trying to smuggle KFC. And
Which is frowned upon in
that's
Canada.
a no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long walk, but we finally got here.
Yes, sir.
JP, thanks for having us.
Man, this is
Glad to
incredible.
be here.
I can't believe you're here. We've talked about this on the show
We have.
numerous times about the day that you guys would come.
Well, you came and visited us, so it stands to reason
Yeah,
we
we
come
had to
visit
do it.
you.
Yeah, two of the greatest musicians I've ever met, and
No.
just really great.
We have
really
talked
great.
all day about the musicians you've met, and we are not two of the greatest.
Yeah, you are.
We fall very short of that list.
No, sir, you're not. But it's a great pleasure and an honor to have you here.
It's
And
been
I
It's
fun.
an
know-
honor for us to be here.
I know that all of the people that watch us they're going to be thrilled with this, and yeah, it's proper thing. You finally made it to
And-
Nova Scotia.
I can't. You guys said that the weather has been cold and drizzly the last few days, but today has just been
Summer.
absolutely gorgeous.
You brought all the good weather. So we'll very quickly talk about our partners, and they are many, but they're indispensable in this channel and what we do here. Of course, we have Boucher Guitars, we have Levy's Leather Straps, G&G Music, The Guitar House, my good friend Stan Zakemski up in Ontario, Toronto, Brickhouse Guitars, the Acoustic Shoppy. And Parkway Music, K&K Sound, Gallagher Guitars, Alvarez Yeri, St. Louis Music, Yamaha Cody Guitars, D'Addario, Apollo Picks, Epiphone Gibson, Blue Chip Picks, Tone Slab. Chris isn't here to help me. Hosen Guitars, George Crackett, Emerald Guitars, and Nova Scotia SPCA, Charmed Life Picks, Pickers Grip, Kennard Guitars, Shenmo Guitars, as I'm playing right now, with their brand new slope shoulder model, Flamand Guitars, Cirrus Guitars, Deering Banjos, Bedell Breedlove, Dreamwood, Guild Crescendo Pickups, Picksmith, Zach Guitars, and Taylor Guitars. And that's our list of people that love us.
It's a good list.
It's a good list.
We carry a lot of those brands.
Yeah, as you would.
Yeah,
As
as
you
we should.
A lot of them don't love us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a few of them.
They may love you.
I'm
but
playing my Tone Slab pick right now. I love it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Some of them love us.
I'm playing my. People always ask me too, but I've just for the latest little while now. I've been using my Dunlop.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
I used to play that exact pick.
yeah, they're good picks.
And you found one today up in.
Yeah. That guy there. Oh my God, I lost his. I did bring them up. They're somewhere in here, but there's a guy now making reclaimed casing picks in the tortoiseshell style in Halifax, and idiot me.
I brought it up. We'll find those.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to bring something up. He doesn't.
Is that it in that package there?
He's not prepared for it.
030? Up there.
Nope, that's Shim's. They're here somewhere, I believe.
I'm going Sans pick today.
Are you Sans pick?
Sans. Sans.
Sounds
Is that
songs
Saw-
pick.
Jason's
songs.
playing his first fretted instrument in years.
Yeah.
Like,
seem
what
to
are
get
these,
along
well
what
with
are
that,
these
yeah.
bars across here? Why is it sounding
what is
tune all of a
this?
sudden when I play a note?
Yeah, when I hit I can't make it go sharp anymore.
That was an insult.
There you go.
That's a brother insult. All these notes are sound so in
Yep.
tune. All of a
I
sudden.
got. We
what's
all
going
we
on?
all understood it, Jeremy. Thinking. Moving on.
Moving on. I think we should play one more tune before we Turk Cursions.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We were talking about doing that Lonesome
Do
Moonlight.
it.
Do you want to do that? JP's been playing this music all day out on the beautiful porch here at the barn, and this one came up just before we went live, so like we should do that one.
It's a beautiful tune. And that's the other conversation we were having about how much we love Monroe.
Oh yeah.
And he was my ultimate hero.
I was lucky enough when we first started as a band. I was maybe 11 years old. We got to play a few festivals with him. I got to meet him backstage at the Opry. He was always super nice. Got to enjoy sitting in the audience and listening to him. Canton, Texas was one that he would play every year, and I was sitting in the front row. But you actually got to play his mandolin and got to talk with him, and
Yeah, he was an
incredible.
ultimate character. That guy.
I don't know anyone that has met him that doesn't have some stories, including myself, where as a 11-year-old boy, he would still do the shake your hand but pull you off your balance and into his lap.
Yep, all the time. He used to do it to girls a lot.
He also wanted to show me that he was more in control than I was, I think.
Yeah, he used to pull the women into his lap. It was really funny. Of course, they went willingly.
And we've all seen some documentaries, but I remember seeing one where he would take the Bluegrass Boys out, and it was a great idea. Like, if you're talking about marketing, he knew marketing. He would go to a town. That's when baseball was huge in town.
Yep.
He challenged the local team, and the Bluegrass Boys had their own baseball team.
Yep.
They would play a game, and at the end of the game, they'd put on a concert. So it basically brought out the entire town to cheer on their team against these guys coming in to challenge them.
And then they'd hear the music.
And then they hear the music, and
It was all a means to an end.
it's marketing right there.
Oh yeah.
And
Jason, we need a baseball team.
I'm down.
I heard
JP's gonna be our
We'll
designated
take on the Savannah Bananas.
hitter. Yeah.
the Savannah Bananas. I heard one of the good stories that I heard, and it's actually recorded on the mandolin extravaganza they put out a few years ago, where Grisman tells the story about him being photographed. I was there. I saw that happen, where it was his birthday, and the woman came to take a picture of him, and there was a whole bunch of people around. I was standing around, and everybody was standing around, and she got the big press camera going, right, and he's standing there waiting for her, and she goes, Mr. Bill, or she didn't say Mr. Bill because she was a northerner. Mr. Monroe, could you stand back, please? And he went, no, you stand back. It was the funniest thing.
That's hilarious.
No, you stand back.
Yeah.
She stood the hell back. You didn't argue with him. Boy. He was a big old
I've seen
gnarly
pictures where
farmer, right?
he put a 2x4 or a 2x6 on his shoulders, and he held the entire band.
Oh, yeah,
the Bluegrass
yeah.
Boys on his shoulders.
Yep.
That's a tough little guy.
Yep. He used to pick up. He had a bull named Bobo, and it was a Brahmin, and he used to ride it across. He could crawl up on that thing's back, and just sit with his legs hanging off the same side, and that bull would walk him all over the fields. They told me stories about that. There was guys that. There was one point when I was in college in Mississippi that the whole band had quit him for some reason, or couldn't go to a thing, and he put a call out across everywhere to find players to do this one festival. And of course, they came to us because we were the college I was in had the program we had was North American, American folklore and country music, right? So they'd asked me. They'd asked one from the school in Texas had the same curriculum, and Middle Tennessee State University had it too, right? We almost ended up in the band, but at the last minute, the band came back. Oh yeah, we'll go do the thing, right? Almost was a Bluegrass Boy.
So disappointed.
It would have just been for a weekend. But what
You
the
guys
hell?
couldn't
enough.
get a little late.
Yeah,
It's enough to call you one.
play this is pretty tune.
Let's do that game.
Yeah.
tune.
Jeremy Chapman, guys and girls. And Jason back there holding it all down, as usual, per usual. Boy, we could just play the whole hour.
I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. But we better take a Kirsten. Who has a Kirsten? Kirsten goes to.
Well, there's a lot of talking, not a lot of questions.
That happens.
The acoustic shop says hello.
The acoustic shop says hello, yeah.
Says hi, guys.
Wait a minute. No, they
Hope you're having a
who
great
stole
time.
our channel?
Someone named Hinks.
Oh, it's the Hinkster.
Hinkster.
Sweet.
Everybody knows Hinkley from our channel.
Nicely done. Who's the super chat?
That is a highlighted chat from Terry Short.
Terry Short. What do you got, buddy?
Good to see representation of the acoustic shop there without price being too much of an object. What is the best mahogany guitar?
Without price even being an object. Wow, that's the sky's the limit. That's what we're saying here.
I mean, this is a JP
What would you
question.
say?
It depends on what you look for. It
The
depends on
new
what you're
BG.
playing. Like if you're doing a dreadnought, yeah, those BG, the
52T.
Bouchers, yeah.
I'd say
We have
that'd be
been-
my pick.
We've been doing great
The
with
all
those.
the all torified, everything torified. BG52T.
Yeah.
It's the best mahogany guitar I've ever,
And it's still,
ever played.
it's not like priced outrageous either.
It isn't. What is it in the U.S.? 50?
5,200, 50.
Yeah, it's crazy
700.
good compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been kind of our go-to. Obviously, you know, a D28 or a
I know
D18.
it may be
sorry.
blasphemy on this channel, but the aged authentics, the D18 aged authentics, every one we've ever touched,
Yeah.
that's ever come in the store, has been incredible.
And they're awesome, except for they don't have a truss rod, do they?
Nope.
Nope, keep
It's a
authentic.
serious problem for me.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like a bit.
So,
of
what
a-
are your thoughts on that? Do you think
I think it's it's sacrilege to charge 13,000 Canadian for a guitar with no truss rod.
Well, the question
Right.
is,
Have
if
you-
they have a T-bar in them, and they pluck the guitar,
Right.
should you be able to go a number of years before that has any effect? Because it shouldn't move
Not in this country.
not in this country.
No. You'd have.
I like the option of being able to adjust it. I'm with you there.
You have to, because in the wintertime it's going to be low. In the summer it's going to be high. It just can't help it. There's no humidity here in the winter and 100% in the summer. So
Yeah.
with that going on, it doesn't make a lot of sense. As good as they are, good as they sound. If it can't be adjusted, especially, it isn't just that. The problem with me is I look at all guitars from a touring perspective. And I travel east to west, north to south, across oceans, and most people don't do that.
Yeah.
And that's when the problems occur, is when I leave here and drive to Calgary. Even with that gradual increase
So you
in
don't think the
dryness.
T-bar holds the neck relief the way
See,
it
that's
should?
the argument. John traveled with his 1940, toured for 15 years, never had an
An
issue.
original Martin,
Yeah.
different story. They built the best guitars in the world then.
Yeah.
They were indestructible. Look what they are now. Like you see a Martin from the 40s, and it's virtually like you
Night
can't
and day.
believe your eyes what it looks like, how good it is.
I'm only
right?
going to say this for debate,
Yeah.
but right now, I know for a fact Russell Moore is running with an authentic aged D28
and he's no problem.
with Alison Krauss. So far,
No problem.
he's loving it.
Okay.
And,
I
and
mean,
I'm
that's
with you.
good to hear.
what you're
I'm
saying.
in the JP camp. I need to be able to
absolutely.
adjust this neck.
But I know the argument is
Yeah.
they're more stable than the truss. I mean, obviously a truss rod's, but then they argue that there's a tone difference that is worth the sacrifice.
I wonder,
I mean, I don't
It's
know this.
debatable
This is
for
just
me.
debate.
because that's something I've always agreed with, is that the neck joint and the neck itself has a tremendous amount to do with the body of the guitar.
John swears by it. Those new
Yeah.
bourgeois we built, with the vintage package.
They put
Right.
T-bar
They're doing
in 'em.
T-bar. That T-bar, you weren't. It wasn't there when you were at the
No,
shop.
I
The
think I
new
better-
T-bar OM is incredible.
Right.
We just sold the 18 style vintage with the T-bar synchro mahogany.
Right.
John swears by the tone of it.
I mean, I can't argue that.
But if it does get out, you're going to need to
Yep.
take the frets off and replane the fretboard and put that relief back in it because you can't adjust it.
Yeah. And just in case, like when I get my guitars, and the action isn't 2.25 at the 12th fret,
Yep.
I have to change
Saddle.
the saddle.
Yeah.
don't have to do that with the truss system, right? Just
Yeah.
go, and it's done, right?
Now, what's your thoughts on the new Taylor
Taylor? That's
system?
what I asked. You got one of the new Taylors that has the adjustable neck. or
I've
is that,
got 2 of them here, and they're really nice. And
so their goal was to take away, be able to, so you can literally adjust
change
the neck,
angle
without
the whole
any.
angle.
Have you played with the new FERC? The active
Yes,
CNR.
I have. Yep, I have one of those here too. And
I haven't seen it in action, but I've.
Those guitars were perfect, so I never had to adjust them.
Yeah.
But that's the
the
idea
problem,
behind
right?
it, was if the temp or the humidity changes, it's got a wood block in there that's
That
supposed to
swells
shrink
and
or
shrinks.
swell
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on the humidity and get
Genius
that neck.
idea.
Yep, it works because the one I had was flawless.
We saw it. We were at NAMM show the year they released it, and it was during the Santa Ana winds, and California was at like 3%
They're having all the
humidity.
fires.
And they had the fires. And in the hall, they were walking around, and I think there was 8 booths, like major guitar builders, that their guitars just cracked and blew up. And we went by FERC, and their
Mostly
neck
everything
angle
was unplayable.
it was perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they were
crazy.
fine.
Like this guitar here is a good example. Like this guitar is built in a very humid province in Guangdong, China, and even though it's built in a shop like Robbins, with controlled humidity, controlled everything, when it gets over here, they immediately lose a hair in the top height because it just shrinks enough, right?
Yeah.
And so you end up having to pop the neck out a little bit. And these guitars are very interesting too because they have a floating fingerboard tail that doesn't touch the top. And you can actually see. I'm looking at it and going, Jesus, that is touching now in places because it's moved.
Yeah.
The top and everything is moved. So, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough to figure out.
I like all these builders just thinking these things through and like, let's try it out with a T-bar, let's try it out with an adjustable neck, and
Yeah.
it keeps from being stagnant.
I mean, I would absolutely go for the 18 Authentic with that if it came to me with perfect action.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to
They do
mess,
plec it.
so I didn't have to mess with the saddle too much because I use a very low action, and it's because I'm getting old and weak, and I need.
I've gotten the same way. When I first started mandolin, my action was like,
yeah.
way up
Your,
there.
your action for me is perfection.
I like it.
It's the best. That's the best. That's my favorite action. That thing plays like a dream.
So you said you played Monroe's mandolin, and I've heard stories that it was unplayable for anybody but Monroe, and he almost wanted it that way, where any other musician would struggle, but he had such strong
virtually unplayable.
hands. Yeah. Like in the
It
opposite,
was so high.
that's what I've heard. That he almost prided himself that no other mandolin player could pick up his mandolin and play it because it's just so
couldn't
difficult.
press the strings down. Yeah, and he used mediums.
Yeah.
He used medium, GHS mediums, and boy, phew, it was high.
And then Tony was the opposite, where his action was just like butter, just
Yeah, he
almost
had
too low for everybody else.
Yeah, he had such a great attack that it didn't actually matter what he did to his guitar. The attack was so perfect that he never rattled strings. He never heard fret noise. It was just perfection.
The only thing I heard was his finger sliding noise, which I actually love. That
Yeah.
he's a,
Yeah, it was incredible. This guitar here, I'm probably going to take this with us tomorrow on the gigs, and I mean it's slightly low that it should be. You hear a little rattle on the D drop D, right? But if I really have to hit it hard into a microphone, may cack the whole thing. But I'm definitely going to take my.
It's called playing like John Chapman.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make everything buzz.
So speaking of, if you're in Canada, where are we going to be tomorrow night?
We're going to be in Bouctouche tomorrow night in New Brunswick, sort of rehearsing, I guess, and having a little.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Friday night's
Close
the show.
friends. Friday night we're going to be at the La Paysan, which is you guys all know where that is in New Brunswick, and I think it's already sold out. They this kind of thing they eat up to have visitors from away,
I'm looking forward to it.
and I'm a visitor from away. So I don't think it's been probably over 25 years since I stepped foot in that place.
Really?
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun night. And Danny Maillet will be playing with us. And Dominic, that plays banjo with Danny, he's coming down too. So yeah, it's going to be a killer night.
I'm looking forward to it.
If we can figure out enough songs to play tomorrow night, get enough list of whatever Kirsten! I get nervous yawning.
Is that the only official show?
Yes.
Is it?
Thanks, up.
Yeah.
We're here for a birthday party. We're playing Saturday night. Me and Jason are just going to pick at Carol Cormier's 50th birthday party. Happy birthday, Carol. That's kind of what we're up here for. She was a friend. Her and Ralph have been friends forever. And Eddie and Linda, so we're coming up to visit them, but put on a concert. We're like, if we're going to be up here, we got to get together with JP, go do the string theory,
Oh, hell yeah.
play some music together.
So
and
good.
luckily you weren't already booked on a Friday night, which is
Yeah.
uncommon, but we're going to take
Saturday
advantage
night,
of it.
though. Saturday night on the Strathspey Place in Mabu, at the theater in Mabu. So I know there wasn't very many tickets sold there, but it's been really bad there lately all over. Cape Breton is not sure what's going on up there. It's usually no problem to sell a show out, and I've been having that problem, and Dave Gunning's been up there. There's been a bunch of the artists going up there this time of year for some reason.
They must have just got Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gas is too expensive.
Yeah. Or
Gas
they,
gets gas.
or they discovered porn.
You guys call it porno.
something. Something's happened in Cape Breton.
Petrol, isn't that what you guys call it up here?
No,
No,
that's
we call it
England.
gas.
Must be thinking of England.
Yeah.
Petrol. If there's no questions, you want to play another tune?
Let's see, what's a gooder? Forgot about that.
I did. Oh, it made us play
The
all
John,
in Canada.
How'd you do it?
Missouri, yeah. That was just for John right there, boys.
I'm so
The
disappointed.
the J run. That's what it's called, right? The J run.
That's what it is.
There we go.
We're sorry, folks.
Kirstens.
We got a question from.
We gotta
Rob-
watch them because they love picking.
So if we keep picking, they want to
make us
yeah.
play all night?
Yeah, they won't ask questions, so we'll pick more.
question from Rob Richardson
Yes.
for Jeremy.
Oh.
F style or a style for beginners? Any preference?
This is a good one. It depends on what motivates you. Like I started out in bluegrass music, and it's synonymous with an F-style mandolin. It's just Monroe played one, so everybody has to. But if I'm being honest, you can get a better, more out of your mandolin in an A-style for the same dollar than you can in F-style. You're paying a lot for this carved scroll and the 2 points. It adds, I don't know, 30 to 40% more to the cost of the instrument. So you can upgrade. If you have a budget, say, I can only spend $1,200, you'll get a better A-style mandolin quality-wise than you will in F-style, just 'cause it just costs so much for those extras.
And there's very little tone difference. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
I will
It's
argue
probably
that, but
not as substantial as the price difference. But if you are motivated by the look and feel of an F-style, it's worth the upgrade to that. Because I know for myself, I never saw any of my heroes playing in an A-style at that time. I mean, Tim O'Brien did do it with his Nugget. And then Adam Steffi eventually was playing in an A-style. And it kind of like, okay, I guess I could pick up an A.
Yeah.
But everyone else that I knew was playing an F-style, so that motivated me to have an F-style.
Yeah.
And that, for me, was worth the extra cost just to... But...
And I proved that my collection's case in point because I have two identical Eastmans. One is F and one is A. And I much prefer the sound of the A. And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like the F for me was about 29 and the A was 25 or 2600 Canadian. And it sounds better, to me, sounds better than the F.
Yeah.
And I like to record with it better. It's louder than the F. Like all these weird things. And it's an identical model.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's the same. Just different body shape.
And $400 or $500 less
Oh, yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I mean, Ray Legier's played one his whole life, just about.
Yeah.
He
And
has...
it seems like in other genres of music, it isn't as synonymous with the music. Like,
No.
obviously, the father of bluegrass music played an F-style. So if you're playing bluegrass, it's known. But in Celtic music, most players I know play an A-style mandolin. In jazz, most of them that I know play an A-style mandolin. It's just more...
The serpentine headstock.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a thing. It's a genre. It's a genre, like fashion.
And if
Right.
Monroe hadn't picked up the F-style, if he had played an A, then it'd probably be a completely different...
He played an A before.
He did.
That's what he was playing, was a Gibson A before, and found that mandolin in a barbershop window for $125 and
Well,
changed
he had
the whole world.
He had an F4.
F4 before that.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
an
he
F?
had an
was
A.
it an
Well,
F?
there was an A.
Okay.
He did play an A with his brother.
He played an F4
Yes.
with an
I don't know
oval
what it
hole.
was, but an F4.
Right.
It's an F-style with an oval hole.
But it's
a
an oval
toe.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an F style.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought the F4 was F holes. We're gonna have
No,
to look
it was
it up
oval, I'm pretty sure.
because that's one that Gruen
It had all
that
the
we
points,
played with.
though.
It had F holes.
It had all the points.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's absolutely true.
So, yeah.
And think
And
about
I'm not going to dismiss the value of what motivates you. So if you're trying to learn an instrument and you just like everyone else plays an F and I want to play an F, but I get a better mandolin with an A, you're still probably going to do better off with that F style because it just there's a factor of, I mean, it'd be like a dreadnought for a a bluegrass guitar player. If all of a sudden they get a OM slope shoulder, it's not going to have that same feel to
Right.
them.
Yeah, it's like this guitar. Like I absolutely love slope shouldered dreads, 12 fret guitars, right? The bridge is in a different place and the instrument sounds different. More sustained, more attack somehow, greater response to vibrato and things like that. And but by the same token, if I know I'm going to go somewhere and have to play driving hard bluegrass, I'm taking a straight dreadnought. I don't even care who builds it,
Yeah.
as long as it's a
Square
good
shoulder.
guitar. It's going to be a 14 fret dread. That's what sounds the best with that music, right? So yeah. Although I do love this.
So I hope that answers the question. It's specific to what you're looking for and what motivates you to play.
Yeah.
If budget's a factor, go for the A style.
Christian.
You might have already answered this, but a question from a worm and no man. JP, what guitar are you playing tonight?
This is a Shenmue 12 fret. They call it the Slope SD, but it's just a slope shouldered dreadnought with 12 fret neck, and it's pointed as the same as a D45. It has all the abalone on every seam,
Fancy.
and torrefied Adirondack top, and beautifully done mahogany neck, slotted headstock, gold machine heads,
Maple binding.
all Canadian maple binding, through bridge saddle. Everything is camel bone, nuts, the nut, the pins, and
Bridge.
the bridge is not camel, but it's bone. But they make all this stuff themselves, camel bone on every guitar.
That's interesting that you said
Yeah.
the fretboard extension is kind of a
Yes,
floating.
this floats. This is not touching the top of the guitar. You can like take a piece of paper and pass
Which
it
that
right
was-
through.
That was the thing that McPherson Guitars also does with theirs. Is it's obviously a little farther off the fretboard.
Yeah, theirs is
but
actually called a cantilever.
cantilever. Yep.
These guys make cantilever as well. So there's two types of necks you can get. You can get the floating or cantilevered. And they build their Loudon replicas. They're not replicas. They're like tribute guitars. They build their
Inspired
inspired by Loudon. They build those with these huge cantilevered.
Which the thought
fretboards.
behind both of these is I kind of agree with that the soundboard you take that much more. It's that much more resonant because it's not being held down by this fretboard extension. That's really not necessary to be tied down, but it's letting that top vibrator even a little bit more.
Their neck joints are quite complex. Like there's a piece. The neck joint is coming up the center here, and the top is cut out around it. So the fretboard is glued to that, which is sticking up proud of the soundboard. But the rest of it is not touching anything, which makes this is still connected to the actual neck joint, which still creates all the resonance. Because if it was floating and you played on it, it wouldn't have the same tone.
No.
So they put a 1-inch strip of mahogany that's part of the whole neck. It's not just in there. It's part of the
Neck block.
the dovetail, right? So it comes right into here. Everything around it is free floating, and it maintains the integrity of the neck connection with the block and the fretboard tail, right? Which is really, really cool. I've seen drawings of it, and you can't really see it from inside either. You have to take a mirror and look at it, but it's incredible engineering.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do.
How long have you had this guitar?
I got it last fall when they sent it. I have. How many of these do I have now, Ginger? 4 or 5 of these?
I'm not sure.
And they make.
She's lost count. We
guitars.
saw the guitar room, the guitar closet.
Yeah, the guitar.
I try not to count.
Yeah, the boot cellar and the guitar closet.
And hats.
Wait to see the watches.
Oh,
Really, Bean?
Jill's.
dick?
Didn't like that G run.
No.
Beans.
Anything else over there, Ginger?
Oh yeah.
What do we got?
A question from Cameron Murgatroyd.
Cameron Murgatroyd.
JP, have you ever been in a guitar slump? Jill, that's enough.
Guitar what?
Jill. Shush. Not helpful. A guitar slump. My guitars are on the wall, but I just don't seem to have the want to play at the moment. Just feel a bit musically stuck. Any advice?
No, because I'm in one now. Been in a slump for 10 years. Live with it.
Live with it.
That's all you have to do.
That's extremely unhelpful advice.
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can tell you because, Jesus, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't help it. But if you really want to force yourself out of the slump,
Yeah.
instead of allowing it to occur naturally, because the danger is that it will never occur. That you'll just quit playing, and that happens to people. They just lose. What are you doing? Why are you so angry?
You just noticed that we're here.
People just lose the
Let's
drive
see now.
to play, and so the way to get rid of that problem is to kick this dog's ass right over the edge of the balcony. Come on, Bean, go out there and bark and yell all you want. You fucktard.
She's half deaf
So-
and a little bit senile.
The way that actually happens to people is they get so slumped in that they don't play anymore. They quit. And the only way that I've ever found to break that is to learn something completely new that is really, really hard, that you don't think you can do. And to take it apart piece by piece, section by section, a few measures at a time, forcing yourself to learn new muscle memory, potentially new chord shapes, new lick ideas, new everything. Find something that you think you can't play and slow it down with whatever technology you wish, because there's tons of that, and learn it measure by measure and concentrate on it and spend as many weeks as it takes to get it done. Because I've done that myself recently. When I learned how to play Adrenaline Rush, it took me 3 weeks. And that's the longest it's ever taken me to learn anything. And it when I finished learning that, it was like I had started the guitar all over again from beginning. Just the scratch, just it's like, oh, this is a brand new thing. And then everything, all the old stuff I knew how to play was all new again somehow, because I had learned all these different techniques and different possibilities and different note things and chord shapes and fingering shapes and timing shapes. Right, because I see everything through synesthesia, so I see everything through shapes and colors, right? And
Jesus Christ.
it altered my life. What do you do in that beat?
And I personally have hit plateaus, and I think that's probably, we'll get that later. You don't need that mic anymore. I've hit plateaus where it feels like I'm just not getting any better, and I'll do the same thing you're saying. Learn something completely different,
Yeah.
something outside of your wheelhouse.
That really messes you up.
I'll start playing like some gypsy jazz on mandolin, or
Yes.
some Dempsey Young stuff on mandolin, and it just makes
Jethro
you
Burns.
Jethro Burns, or Tiny Moore. It makes you think of things different from what you've been doing, because you can't get in a rut where you're learning one style and you feel like you're being repetitive.
Yeah.
If you break out of that and do something different, all of a sudden that plateau, all of a sudden you see a big boost again,
Yeah.
and it inspires you.
I was doubly inspired because when I went after that tune, when I had just destroyed my leg, and I couldn't walk anywhere, and I was laying in the lazy boy in the house and was hobbling around on crutches and couldn't do anything, and I only drove her nuts. But I ended up going in the spare bedroom and locking the door and
From the
trying
outside.
to play quietly. I don't think that worked, did it?
Not
like
a
to-
soundproof room.
I like her statement better
What did she say?
from the outside.
I locked you from the outside.
But I mean, it was insane learning this, because I mean, obviously I know this technique because I played Jerry Reed. But when I heard Gareth do it, I was like, that's what Jerry Reed would have written if he'd lived longer. And it was tough, and I probably can't even play it now, but it still brings me joy trying to play it, because it was something I'd never done.
The
right?
challenge.
It just
For
sounds
the
like a
first- for
dopamine
the
game.
first time in 30 years, I did something I'd never done before, right? I can't even do it because I can't do it slow. It's 3 times faster than that.
Oh, it sounds better slow to me.
And it goes on and on. There's 3 parts to it. And when I learned that, I was like, holy shit. I never thought I'd use what I knew about that style to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I spent my whole life going, what is it now? I could do Jerry in my sleep, right? Because that's all I did since I was 5. And when you suddenly, this is the key point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter what kind of guitar player you are, or what you do, or any of those things. But if you use the tools you already have to do something you've never done before, it changes your feelings about the tools, not the tune.
Yeah.
That's not even what it is. It's like, oh, I know how to do this thing, but what if I use it to do that?
That's
That's
the
the
crazy
key.
thing about music is there's no limit to it. Like, you can't get to a point where I've learned every style of music that can be played on the guitar,
No.
or every
No.
tune, or every
No.
technique. Like, it's never ending, because somebody else is out there inventing something new on it.
And I suppose the most important thing to remember, and you guys would say exactly the same things, we came from the same school, right? Is that all these instruments, doesn't matter what they are, banjo, mandolin, bass, fiddle, I don't care what it is, They're all designed to kick your ass. That's what they're there for.
Knock you down.
They have no other purpose. That's what they're there for. If they're not kicking your ass, you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying to learn and do more and do better. If you find everything easy and you're just floating along, well, boys, that's not how
Get
it
ready.
works. No, it's not how it works. This is not. It's great for a hobby and it's great to play and make money. It's great to do all these things, but ultimately, it's a lifelong craft. That even if you don't do it for money and you only do it for happiness, it's a lifelong craft. And the more you study it, the more you'll get out of it. You'll get more joy. You'll get more money. You'll get more whatever. Like whatever you're using it for, that you're going to increase the return based on the level of dedication you put in the craft of playing. And also don't forget, part of the craft of playing is listening, and that's one of the most important things. We sat around here all through the afternoon virtually and listened to music,
Okay.
because that's where you get the inspiration. We wouldn't have played that tune earlier.
Yeah.
It just happened to come across shuffle on the iPad there, and
2 or 3 new licks I learned today just from sitting there listening.
right, and that's so. Don't be. Also, if you're in the big slump, maybe start out that way. Listen to something you don't know. Find an artist or a guitar player you're not familiar with, and just sit down and listen. And all of a sudden you'll go, ooh, I recognize that little passage. I've never used it like that, but I could if I do this, this, and this. Right? And then it's a rabbit hole.
So I think
So
if we don't have another question, more importantly, Jerry Reed, Smokey and the Bandit, or Waterboy?
yeah,
Which was
Smokey the Bandit.
Waterboy was pretty good.
He was good. He was good in Waterboy.
Are you stupid?
Yeah, but he was old and tired then.
I thought it was a great role.
Smokey and the Bandit,
That's
man,
so
he
good.
was badass in that movie. Yeah,
I'm so glad Adam Sandler got him into that one.
yeah, he loved him. Yeah. Anywho, that's sort of a dead end question that it turned into something else, but that's what always happens on this program.
No, if
Thank you very
you hit a roadblock and you feel uninspired, listen to different music. Try something. Listen to something different, and that inspires me all the time. Just to hear somebody do something, and I mean like a completely different genre of music. Listen to some jazz.
Go see
listen-
live music.
live music.
Yeah. 'Cause you
I've never been
can-
more inspired than watching live.
You can never tell what's going to happen when you go see a live band or a live solo act or anything. You could get your head blown off, like just
Or a jam session. That's like
I
the
know what I
best
do.
inspiration. If you go to a jam session and somebody plays something you don't know, ask them how to play that lick. Like,
Yeah.
what you just did there, what did you do? Show me that.
and if you're lucky, they'll say yes and show you. Not everybody.
If it's
will.
Sonny Osborne, he'll say, I learned it, you go learn it on your own.
Yeah. I ain't telling you. He said to me one day,
I've heard a few people who said that.
Sonny,
Like, they asked him and he said,
Why is that-
I had to learn it on my own, you
Yeah.
go learn it on your own.
how did you do that? I ain't telling you. He looked. He's about 100 foot tall. Scared the crap out of me. I loved him. They were great guys.
Again, talking about creativity. Like the
Yeah,
stuff
boy.
he'd play on the banjo.
Now Jesse McReynolds,
Yeah.
totally opposite.
You just sit down.
If
show
you said, Jesse, how do you do this? Come on in the bus for a minute, and we'd be in. He pulled out like 6 stivers. He had 6 or 7 of them. He loved those mandolins, and we would sit there. And Jim was. I didn't get to know Jim well before he died. I was really sad about that. But he was always around. He was very quiet, and he'd laugh, he'd giggle at us. We were geeking out, right? Like, and this is how you do this. And he'd say, now, if you want to do this, you got to split your slots in the nut there and make them wider. And he would tell you everything, and you couldn't catch it all.
No.
There would be no way. He'd just be doing it, and I'd be like, blah, blah, blah. Then he'd want me to play a tune, so I'd always pick tunes from here that he never would have heard. Right? I'd play him reels, hornpipes, and stuff from here, and he just loved that. He's never heard it before. So.
What you're really saying is musicians are easy to kidnap.
Pretty much, yeah. They are very.
Come, get on the bus. I'll show you how to play this lick.
Oh yeah.
It's like candy.
Hell yeah. I would.
Hey,
Not
it's
an
worth
egg.
it if you're going to get a new...
Hey, little
Get a
kid,
new
you want a
lick
set
out
of
of it.
strings?
Hey, kid, you want a new lick?
You want a new leg, buddy? You want a capo? Curses?
Yeah. Got a question from another one from A Worm and No Man. I have a Boucher Grand Reserve 162T. I haven't been able to play the Bluegrass Goose yet. How do you think the Boucher Grand Reserve Dreads compare to the Bluegrass Goose?
I know I've played the Grand Reserves, but I can't actually think of what they are right now.
Those are the ones you did in the show, weren't
Are
they?
those maples? Something tells me they're maples.
I think you're right.
I feel like yes.
Right. And what do they compare to what?
How do
To
they?
the Bee Gees.
Bluegrass
The
Goose.
Bee Gees.
Boy, that's fairly impossible to answer because it's very subjective. I mean, I never played a bad Boucher, so I don't know. And I own all of their body styles. And
Is one
so it's just
significantly
like,
louder than the other?
No, I don't really think that's.
Is the
an
Grand Reserve
issue.
the one that did the fully torrefied maple?
No, that would
Could
be
be.
2 something.
But it's totally subjective, and it's going to have to do with basically whether it's a 12 or 14 fret, and what size the body is. Like if it's hard to say. There ain't a bad sounding Boucher. So,
Well, it's a
but
Dread
there's
versus
a
a
different
Bluegrass
sounding
Goose.
Boucher
If
depending
you're
on the-
looking,
on the
if you're looking
tone
for
of
a
their
bluegrass one, you can't get any better than the new BGs. Like,
No.
if you're looking for a bluegrass dread,
No, the brand new
or
version.
or the OM,
Yeah, the brand
can't-
new versions of the BGs are ridiculous.
Everyone at the shop is just blowing
there's,
away.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't keep them in the shop. They're absolutely
Yeah, and they have the new the through bridge saddles, and the new limited 26s have they're bound like this, maple bound and purfled on the edge of the fingerboard. Like, it's crazy. We just released a video a little while ago. But again, we're talking about in Canada, we're talking about a $10,000 guitar, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
In the
And,
States, they fall below most boutique builds.
They
so
do.
they're still-
They've purposely undercut Collings. They
Yeah.
have to.
Jeremy
Right.
is correct. It is the Grand Reserve is the all torrefied maple back and sides. Those
Did
were
he say-
great
Did
too.
he say he had that one?
Yep.
Don't ever sell that guitar.
We were blown away
If
with
you
that too.
ever
Like,
do, I will
I'd
come to
never
your
played a
house
torrefied maple.
and I will piss in your coffee pot. Don't ever sell that guitar. I had my hands on one
It
of
takes
those.
months to get that out of your coffee, by the way.
Yeah, I had. I had
It'll
one
never
of those in my
taste the
hands
same.
at a clinic I did, a showcase I did with them, and I swear to God, I still regret to this day that I didn't buy that guitar.
We had one recently in
Yeah.
the shop,
Yeah.
but it's gone now.
Yeah, so you're not going to beat that guitar. And that's not correct either. But that guitar
For
is
that use,
something
yeah.
crazy good.
They are different, but they're both
So,
incredible.
yeah, do not lose that guitar. That thing is unbelievable. Kurt next.
We have a highlighted chat from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick.
He says, best 2 acoustic channels coming together. Cheers.
Nice.
Sweet, thank you very
Cheers
much.
to that.
But
I'm
which
gonna
one's
have-
better?
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
have to-
choose one of the
I'm
two.
going to have to show this Aberlour.
So when you were talking about Jesse McReynolds, that tune popped back in my head. I don't remember what it's called. Do you know that?
That's called Shorefire.
Yeah.
That's Bobby Osborne tune.
Is it? I thought it was Jesse McReynolds.
No, Bobby wrote that. Oh, no, I'm sorry, he didn't. You're
I remember
right, it's
the
Jesse McReynolds.
cross-picking it.
Yeah, it's Jesse McReynolds. I'm thinking of, so it's not called Surefire either. It's called,
That's it. I don't know what that's called.
It's not. What is that, Connie?
It's like something fire or like some
Oh, yes.
crossfire or
Something fire.
fire,
Surefire.
something like that.
Yeah, Surefire. That's what it's called. Dale Wood used to play it. He used to get all the cross picking in the B side too. I don't know how the hell he ever did it.
Did you ever play his wind mandolin?
No.
So John Wynn is a kind of a local legend in Ozark, and one of Jesse McReynolds' favorite mandolins was a John Wynn mandolin.
Wow.
He started touring with them in the 80s.
He was probably playing it the last time I saw him in Maine. We did a big workshop together. He sat right beside me. It was me and him and Johnny Highland and like a whole slew of these killer players. And it went from bluegrass to blues to country to rock to. It was insane.
It's awesome.
You should have seen Jesse McReynolds take a solo on straight, like hard driving blues. He just about tore the place apart. It was unbelievable.
We were again
The guy
fortunate
can
enough
do
that
anything.
we got to. Well, we were tour. We weren't really playing. We were like the dinner break band at that time.
Right.
But we'd be at festivals that had a lineup. It was Osborne Brothers, Jim and Jesse McReynolds, Bill Monroe. Like it was legends, and Mac Wiseman on stage. And I would. Luckily, our dad had raised us on these albums so that when they were on stage, we were in the front row watching these guys. And Jim and Jesse, those harmonies were just incredible.
There's a
Unreal.
video, speaking of Jesse, of they were at Austin City Limits. And this was after I think Jim had passed. So it was Austin City Limits, and it had banjo player with the country gentleman. What is his name now?
Adcock?
Eddie Adcock.
Eddie Adcock.
Had Eddie Adcock, Martha Adcock, Missy Raines playing bass. It was Jesse. There was another guitar player and a drummer, and they were
Yeah.
playing some wild stuff that wasn't straight ahead bluegrass.
Was that when they were all wearing white tuxedos?
I don't remember
Was
that.
that the album? There was three. It was Eddie and Jesse
I just saw the video from Austin City
and somebody
Limits.
else. They're called the Masters of Bluegrass or something.
Yeah.
It was a great record. And
It's
I
cool.
know the show you mean.
It's very cool stuff.
Yeah, I bet it's unbelievable. Yeah.
All those guys, they were so.
I mean,
they
Eddie was
were not
another one
pigeonholed
that
into
was
bluegrass. They
crazy.
were pushing boundaries.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Osborne.
Continually.
Yeah.
Eddie was a wild
Did you ever
man.
see the Austin City Limits where it was Tony Moore, Jethro Burns, on fiddle,
Johnny Gimbel.
Johnny Gimbel. It was just all this Western swing stuff. They're all playing their Mando
Good
casters
Lord.
and all
Yeah,
this good
I
stuff.
never did see that, but I want to see it now. You told me.
It's on YouTube. You have to check it
The
out.
best
Yeah.
stuff.
Christians? Any one of Christians?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We got a super chat from Colin Dolan.
Colin Dolan, all the way from Ireland.
JP, have you ever used the Peterson Strobo Clip tuner?
Yes, and I don't know how to read one, so they're useless to me.
It's my favorite tuner.
Yeah, I've
You get it to
I've
stop.
somehow
Get it to stop
lost
moving in the
my
middle.
ability to
If it's
turn.
going left, it's flat. If
I
it's
know.
going right, it's
The only
sharp.
one I like.
Get it to stop.
I know. I just have lost the ability. There's one sitting right there. I got a gold edition Peterson. You can have it.
The thing
I
is,
can't use
the
it.
coolest thing
My
about
brain
those,
won't do it
in my
anymore.
opinion, is they have the sweeteners.
Sweeteners.
So it's got a sweetener for mandolin, and basically what that means is they trained it to know what the frequencies. If you're playing an A, there's so many different ranges of A,
Right.
and it knows on a mandolin if you put on the mandolin sweetener to look for that 440.
It also works off
It has
of
that too.
sympathetic
overtones.
overtones.
Yeah.
But also it'll teach the guitar to detune certain strings so that when
Yeah.
you play the chord,
Yep.
it's actually all in tune.
That one has all of that.
Yep.
That's like the golden edition. It costs like
Yeah.
$400.
Why
And I
do you
just don't
have
use
that?
it. I can't see. I can't,
like
my
the
brain
new-
won't work.
The new Strobo Clip rechargeable
Yep,
colors,
the colors.
are
Yeah.
incredible. It's all we've
Never
used.
saw
We
that
started
one.
using
That's
them in the when they first came out with the Strobo Stomp,
Early 90s.
the blue one. That was it would have been 2000s. We started getting those, and I haven't gone back since.
They're the most accurate if you can get used to them. There's a learning curve in those because they're so sensitive that it just sitting there
We used to use
doing
them when
this.
they were in the gigantic box inside the
with the wheel
speaker.
spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were behind stage at every festival. That's what we used. A little realistic Radio Shack friggin' microphone
Yeah.
sitting there, and that's what you tune. And I learned, and we knew how to tune. But
The problem with those, you had to have them calibrated all the time.
yeah.
What a cool idea! Like the original, they're called a strobe because they used to have a strobe light based on the friggin' you're playing was how fast that light would flash.
Yep.
And if it would flash just right, that spinning wheel would stop. It looked like it stopped moving.
Yes.
Obviously, still spinning, but the strobe would make it stand still.
Yep. It's incredible. But
Smart.
not something my brain can handle anymore. Every time I see a strobe tuner, I just have an epileptic seizure and fall down.
That might be the problem.
Next.
Question from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick.
JP, can you do a J run in John's absence?
Oh, yeah. Okay, next.
Uh,
Next.
I think we need to do what was the Bluegrass Stomp or whatever that has G runs constantly. We just need to. I've been trying to
It's
get
like
John to
playing
do
my
this
friends
one,
I don't.
and for every G run, you just go up one more step. Throughout the entire song, drive people
Any
mad.
other Christians?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Got a highlight chat from Mark Smith.
Mark Smith, attaboy.
Great to see my two favorite channels together. Question: when tuning by ear, what string do you typically start with, and what's your process?
Well, that's fairly easy. I always start with the G string, and if I'm going to be playing with other people, I tune capo at the second fret. And that's because it ends up tempering the instrument and open without the capo. So the concept is easy. I start with the G string and tune the D to it, which this one wasn't tuned. And then I tune the B note to make a triad, and then the low G. And then I tune the D string on the B string. And then the G string, the G note on the E string. And if you do that, everything should be perfectly in tune. Right? And if you don't do that, one of those chords will be out of tune.
So I take a slightly different approach with mandolin, which because we're already tuned in fifths won't be the same. But I say start with the lowest because those two G strings have so much tension.
Exactly.
If you start on the E and you get them in perfect tune, by the time you get to the G, if you've either raised it or lowered it with tension, the E's back out of tune again because it pulls the neck.
Yeah.
There's enough tension on the two G and two D strings that you need to start with those first. Start with those lower two.
I always start with a D and then tune the G to it and then go.
There's so
I
much
always
tension
just
that
tune
just pulls the whole
and then
neck.
get with the guitar player.
Yeah, there you go.
Change it once he starts getting it.
That's right. Any more Christians?
Yep. A question from Kyle Bell.
Hey
Oh.
Kyle, good to see you. He's from
He's
Canada
from near
up
here.
We're gonna have him join us in this live stream, and I don't know if he reached out or I missed his reaching out, but he's from Nova Scotia.
Sweet. What are you saying, Kyle?
He says, "Hey Jeremy, how does your Gibson Sam Bush model compare to the new Gold Tones in tone and feel?"
We were just talking about that, weren't we, JP?
Yeah, we were.
So this is an incredible mandolin. I've had it for 20 years now. It's a 2003, so 23 years. I've been playing this mandolin, and it started out. I remember when I picked this mandolin out. It was a. We were at the Nashville Gibson shop.
Opryland
Mills
Mall.
Mall.
Oh,
Opry
yeah.
Mills Mall. Got to pick this one out, and Danny Roberts was the head of the mandolin division. I got a mandolin endorsement. Got to pick out any Gibson mandolin I wanted. I played through every model they had. They had all the signature ones. This one appealed to me the most because it's a radius fretboard and has that wider neck. But there was 2 or 3 of these, and Danny was really surprised I picked this one because it was lacking on the bass end, so it was very for me, I wanted a mantle that was clear all the way up through, like it punched.
Right.
Because I know when a mantle, the more you play it, it's going to open up and get like deeper low end. And this one is really opened up. But we were just talking about those new gold tones,
Oh god.
and just out of the box, they are just
I
wide
can't-
open.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so it's. I think this one, because of the age and the amount of hours I've had on it, fits with me better
I think-
than most mandolins I've
I
had.
think it's fair to say that mandolin new versus the new gold tone, they're completely different instruments, but the gold tones would into your ear
Let's
blow
stand
away.
out, yeah.
Nice.
Those are
again-
definitely more woody.
This one, when it came
Boomier
out,
sounding
was
mandolins.
$10,000. $9,999 was the price for the Sandbush model, and those gold tones are.
Those new gold tones
$39.99.
have like that Dempsey
Right.
Young,
Yeah, just that white open.
just woody.
Hutto,
Hutto.
but more clear.
Yeah, Hutto
That's
tones.
what we want. Try next.
Kyle, I hope that your screw went back in the fret. He has one of the bourgeois with the fretboard extension, same thing, but they have the screws under the inside
The
of the
tongue.
top.
Really?
For the kind of because
Oh my
it's the bolt-on neck using the bourgeois.
They use
process.
little hex screws that keep the tongue tight to the
But
neck
somehow when
joint.
we shipped it to Canada, one of those came loose, and I
See?
think Kyle's worked on that.
So, any more super chats?
Here's some questions. I've got one from Porch Pearls, who I guess they're the maker of picks. Some picks that you're using. He says the picks are called Porch Pearls. It's
There we
great.
go.
Ones you picked
That's
up
right.
today.
It's
That's-
great
yeah,
to hear
those-
that some of my picks have made it into the hands of a player as
folklore
great as
center.
you.
Yeah, they're smoking. I love them.
I'm more than honored. I hope you enjoy them.
Thanks for reaching out because I forgot the name and we were playing it today. I was up here with it and
Jay Preet toured us around Halifax. Went to the folklore center there. Is that what it's
Yep.
called?
yep.
It was a really cool shop, and you discover these new picks.
And those things are amazing. They sound like tortoise. They actually do. They have a huge, that old-fashioned, scratchy, brand new tortoise sound. I'm gonna grab it because I like it. Let's close with a tune.
Porch Pearls.
There it is, right there. It even looks like tortoise. They're very nicely shaped. It has that whisper that tortoise has, you know.
We need to get some of them down to the shop.
Porch Pearls.
You doing that one?
So, yeah, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us. It's an honor.
It was really, really cool.
Thanks for taking care of us, getting us our donaires.
Yes.
Getting us our, well, we had good
Jason
breakfast.
had, poutine
I had poutine for breakfast. I still haven't had my poutine lunch. Some of the best poutine I've ever had was on the boardwalk in Halifax, in a container,
Nice.
right after we went through the Maritime Museum.
Have you done a donair poutine yet?
No,
Combine the two concepts.
Combination of the two greatest things.
wow, mind blown. My mind was already blown with the breakfast poutine, which was hollandaise sauce with an egg on top, and
Sweet.
it's good stuff.
Jeremy Chapman, Jason Chapman, all the way here from the acoustic shop in Springfield, Missouri.
Thank you for
And-
welcoming us and giving
Yeah.
us the tour.
And we just want to say before we go that these guys have done an amazing job of their channel. And they're creating huge, it's a worldwide network of like-minded people who just want to play music and have fun and talk about new instruments and find new gear and trade gear, and just it's the greatest thing in the world to just get away from everything in the world and just focus on music.
Oh yeah,
And that's what they're doing, and I appreciate you
that's
guys.
why we connect so well with you.
I appreciate you guys a lot for doing it.
And we
And
appreciate
we all
you.
do.
Same way
We
for
all
you.
do. So we're gonna play one more tune here. We went long, but I don't care.
Do I get paid overtime, JP?
Yes, you're gonna get an extra piece of Donair later.
What was that? Oh, back.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us on String Theory. Special thanks again to the Chapmans for being here, and hello to John wherever you're at there, buddy. You missed
He's
a
on
good-
the
you
ocean
missed a good one.
somewhere.
You missed a good time, boys.
That's why
Yeah.
it was so good.
Yeah. Love you. We'll see you next time.
See you
Special
guys.
thanks to Ginger for refereeing us, and yeah, there we go. See
And
you
Bean
next time
for-
on
The boys are more well behaved than Coot is.
String